In the stillness of the heart, a quiet revolution stirs. Welcome, seeker of truth, to a journey of transformation. In this sacred space, you are invited to cast aside the noise of the world and listen to the soft whispers of your own soul. For here, in the silence, lies the power to shape your destiny. The path to prosperity does not demand haste or force. It asks only for your surrender to the present moment, for in stillness there is infinite power. The universe does not rush, yet all things unfold in their perfect time. And so, in the quiet corners of your being, where only truth resides, you will find the seeds of your success. You will discover that true wealth, spiritual, emotional, and material is born not of struggle, but of deep, intentional focus and alignment with your highest purpose. In this space, there is no need to seek outside yourself. The abundance you seek has always been within you, waiting for your attention, for your focused intention, and for your unwavering discipline. With each breath, you are invited to draw closer to your true self, to a state of peace and clarity that allows prosperity to flow freely into your life. Trust in the sacred rhythm of the universe. You are part of a greater whole, a magnificent cosmic dance, and your journey is woven into the very fabric of existence. You are not alone in this path. The quiet strength of ancient wisdom and the sacred silence of the universe guide every step you take. Allow yourself to surrender to this moment. Let the weight of the world fall away as you enter into the sanctuary of your own heart. In this sacred silence, the world transforms and you are reborn. The journey toward focused prosperity begins here. With your soul as your compass, you are about to witness the unfolding of your deepest desires. Take a moment to breathe. Inhale the stillness and let it fill every part of your being. Exhale, and with it, release all that no longer serves you. Now, the path before you is clear. Chapter 1: The Power of Discipline in Silent Prosperity. We live in a world that constantly tells us to hustle harder, chase success relentlessly, and push ourselves beyond our limits. Society often praises those who are constantly moving, always grinding, and never stopping. But what if I told you that true prosperity is not about working harder, but working smarter and with purpose? Discipline is the secret weapon for anyone who is serious about attracting true abundance. It's not a word that many people like, because it's often seen as something restrictive, something that forces you to follow rules or to be good. But discipline, when viewed through the lens of prosperity, is not about limitations, it's about focus. Discipline is the ability to remain aligned with your goals, day after day, despite the noise and distractions that can pull you off track. And it's in this focus where the magic happens. The power of discipline is in its consistency. It's not about doing everything at once. In fact, that's one of the biggest myths about success. We tend to think that we need to make huge strides every day. We look at people who have achieved great things and assume they've done it with a rush of energy and effort. But real success is built in the quieter, smaller moments. It's those small, consistent actions taken day after day that compound over time and eventually lead to great results. Imagine you're planting a garden. The seeds you plant today will not bear fruit tomorrow. It will take time. You have to water them, nurture them, and protect them. It may seem like nothing is happening, but in the soil, beneath the surface, the roots are growing, the foundation is being built, and everything is moving towards the day when the plants will rise above the ground. The same is true for your goals. Every action you take today, no matter how small, is a seed that is being planted for the future. Discipline helps you stay patient, stay focused, and continue to water those seeds even when the results aren't immediately visible. The beauty of discipline is that it works quietly in the background. It doesn't demand attention, and it doesn't rely on motivation. It simply works because you commit to it. There will be days when you don't feel like working, when motivation is nowhere to be found, but discipline is the reason why you keep going. It doesn't matter how you feel in the moment. What matters is your commitment to staying on course, no matter what distractions or challenges come your way. But here's the key: discipline is not about forcing yourself to work harder or to push yourself beyond your limits. It's about making intentional choices that align with your goals and sticking to them consistently. Think of discipline as a friend who helps you stay true to your vision, even when life tries to pull you in different directions. It's a tool that helps you focus on what really matters and let go of what doesn't. This doesn't mean that you need to force yourself into rigid routines or schedules. Discipline can be gentle. It's about creating habits that support your highest good. It's about saying yes to the things that move you toward your goals and saying no to the things that drain your energy. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to do everything at once. Discipline is about taking small steps that lead you to bigger results over time. For example, think about how you wake up in the morning. The first few moments of your day set the tone for everything that follows. If you wake up feeling rushed and overwhelmed, that energy will likely follow you through the day. But if you wake up with intention, take a deep breath, and set your goals for the day, you are already beginning your day with discipline. You're telling yourself and the universe that today is about taking deliberate action, about working toward the life you want. This doesn't have to be a long, complicated process. Even a 5-minute morning ritual can set the stage for an abundant day. Take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. Set one clear intention for the day. Even if you don't have time for a full morning routine, just taking those few minutes to center yourself will set the tone for everything that follows. Discipline, when practiced consistently, becomes the foundation for long-term success. It builds a strong, unshakable foundation for your prosperity. But prosperity isn't just about financial wealth. It's about overall well-being, personal growth, and alignment with your highest self. The discipline you develop in one area of your life often spills over into other areas. The more disciplined you are with your time, energy, and actions, the more you will see these small efforts paying off in ways you may not expect. Now, let's take a step back and think about why discipline is so often misunderstood. Many people associate discipline with restriction or struggle. They think it's about forcing themselves to work when they don't want to, or holding themselves back from things they enjoy. But true discipline is not about restriction, it's about freedom. It's about freedom from distractions, from chaos, from the endless cycle of trying to do everything at once. When you are disciplined, you free yourself to focus on what really matters and let go of everything else. There is a quiet power in discipline. It doesn't shout or demand attention. It simply does the work, quietly and consistently. When you adopt discipline as part of your lifestyle, you'll find that you're able to accomplish more than you ever thought possible. You'll achieve goals that once seemed out of reach, and you'll do it in a way that feels natural and fulfilling, not forced or overwhelming. In the end, discipline is not just about hard work, it's about focus. It's about making the right choices every day and sticking to them. It's about aligning your actions with your true purpose and allowing the universe to guide you toward prosperity. The more you practice discipline, the more you'll notice how it shifts your energy and aligns you with abundance. So, as you move forward in your journey toward prosperity, ask yourself, what small, disciplined action can you take today to move closer to your goals? It doesn't have to be a big leap. Start small, stay consistent, and trust that every action you take is a step toward the life you're meant to create. Chapter 2: The Alchemy of Silence. Harnessing inner peace in our fast-paced world. We often forget the incredible power that lies in stillness. We're constantly bombarded by noise, both external and internal, and it's easy to believe that. The key to success is to keep moving, keep striving, and keep pushing. But what if the secret to true prosperity isn't found in doing more, but in doing less? Silence is more than just the absence of sound. It's the presence of everything that truly matters. It's in the quiet spaces of our lives where transformation begins. When we stop, breathe, and tune into the silence, we allow ourselves to hear the deeper truths that guide us toward our goals. Think of silence as the canvas on which you paint your life. In the hustle and bustle of the world, our minds are cluttered with worries, doubts, and distractions. But when we embrace silence, we give ourselves the space to clear away the noise and focus on what truly matters. In that space, we reconnect with our inner wisdom and open ourselves to the flow of abundance. The power of silence lies in its ability to help us connect with our deepest selves. When we quiet the external world, we can hear the whispers of our soul, the quiet guidance that tells us what to do next. Silence is the gateway to clarity, allowing us to see our path more clearly. It's in those moments of quiet reflection that we find answers to questions that once seemed impossible. But silence isn't just about taking time for introspection. It's about cultivating inner peace that stays with us even when the world around us is chaotic. Inner peace doesn't mean that everything in your life is perfect. It means that you are at peace with yourself, no matter what is happening externally. When we are at peace within, we are able to respond to challenges with calm and clarity, rather than reacting from a place of fear or stress. The beauty of silence is that it teaches us to trust. Trust in ourselves, trust in the process, and trust in the universe. We live in a world where we are constantly told to do more, but silence reminds us that we don't always need to be doing. Sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is to simply be. When you make space for silence, you also create space for abundance. You allow the universe to work its magic without interference. Think of it like planting a seed in the soil. If you constantly dig up the seed to check on it, it will never grow. But when you leave it in the quiet, it can grow and flourish on its own. Similarly, when we allow our desires to grow in silence, they have the room to bloom into reality. So, how can you begin to harness the power of silence? Start with small moments of stillness throughout your day. It doesn't need to be a long meditation session. Just a few minutes of quiet reflection can make a huge difference. Take a moment when you wake up to breathe deeply and set your intentions for the day. Throughout the day, find quiet moments to check in with yourself and ground your energy. Before bed, take time to reflect on what you are grateful for and let go of any tension from the day. The key to embracing silence is consistency. It's not about finding a few minutes of quiet here and there, it's about integrating silence into your daily life. The more you make silence a habit, the more it will transform your mindset. In those quiet moments, you create the space for prosperity to flow into your life. Silence also helps us release resistance. We all have limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts that hold us back from reaching our full potential. But when we sit in silence, we allow ourselves to confront these fears and release them. Silence is like a mirror, reflects the truth back to us, showing us where we are holding on to negative beliefs that no longer serve us. In silence, we let go of the need to control everything. We stop trying to force our desires into existence and start trusting that they are already on their way. When we are at peace with where we are, we create the perfect environment for abundance to flow to us effortlessly. Silence isn't about forcing anything, it's about allowing things to unfold in their own time. When you practice silence, you also begin to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. Gratitude is the foundation of prosperity. When we are grateful for what we have, we attract more of it. But it's not just about being grateful for the big things, it's about being grateful for the small moments, the quiet spaces, the blessings that often go unnoticed. When you live in a state of gratitude, you invite more reasons to be thankful into your life. One of the most powerful tools in harnessing silence is meditation. Meditation is the practice of sitting in stillness and allowing your thoughts to pass by without attachment. It's not about clearing your mind completely, it's about observing your thoughts and letting them go. Meditation helps you quiet the chatter in your mind and connect with your inner peace. It's a practice that can be done anywhere, at any time, and it's one of the most effective ways to bring silence into your life. Another way to embrace silence is through mindful living. This means being fully present in each moment, rather than rushing through your day. Whether you're eating, walking, or talking to someone, take a moment to be fully present. In these moments, you'll find that your mind becomes more focused and your energy more aligned with your true self. Silence is the foundation of inner peace, and inner peace is the foundation of prosperity. When you embrace the quiet moments, you create space for abundance to flow freely into your life. You'll find that prosperity doesn't need to be chased, it will come to you naturally when you stop, breathe, and align with the rhythm of the universe. Chapter 3: Energy Alignment. The quantum field of abundance. The universe is not just a collection of matter and energy, it's an interconnected web where everything is linked. At the heart of this web is the quantum field, an invisible, ever-present energy that connects all things. Every thought you have, every feeling you experience, and every action you take creates ripples in this vast field, shaping your reality in ways both seen and unseen. What does this mean for you? It means that prosperity is not something to chase, it is something that you can align with. Abundance is already all around you, woven into the fabric of the universe, waiting for you to tap into it. And the key to unlocking that abundance lies in the alignment of your energy with the quantum field. Think of the quantum field like a radio station. The universe is broadcasting abundance, but in order to receive it, you need to tune your frequency. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, scarcity, and fear, you're tuning into a frequency that blocks the flow of prosperity. But when you choose thoughts of abundance, gratitude, and trust, you begin to match the frequency of success, attracting the opportunities, resources, and people that align with your goals. Energy alignment isn't just about thinking positively, it's about consistently aligning your energy with the abundance you want to attract. Every emotion you feel, every belief you hold, and every action you take sends signals into the quantum field. If those signals are in harmony with the energy of prosperity, the universe will respond in kind, bringing your desires into your reality. But if your energy is misaligned, if you are sending out signals of lack or doubt. The universe will mirror that back to you. The first step in energy alignment is becoming aware of your own energy. What are the thoughts and beliefs that are running through your mind? Are they aligned with the life you want to create? Take a moment to reflect on your current mindset. Do you see the world as abundant, or do you focus on what's missing? This self-awareness is the key to shifting your energy and aligning with prosperity. One powerful tool for energy alignment is visualization. When you visualize your desires as already fulfilled, you are tuning your energy to match the frequency of success. Imagine your goals as already accomplished. See yourself living the life you want. Feel the emotions of that life, the joy, the peace, the satisfaction. As you immerse yourself in the feelings of abundance, you begin to align your energy with it. But visualization alone is not enough. The energy you put into your thoughts must match the energy you put into your actions. This is where discipline comes into play. If your thoughts are aligned with prosperity, but your actions are misaligned, if you're procrastinating, avoiding opportunities, or letting fear hold you back, you're sending mixed signals to the quantum field. Prosperity requires both mental and physical alignment. Your thoughts must inspire your actions, and your actions must reflect the abundance you are calling into your life. Another critical aspect of energy alignment is letting go of resistance. Often, the biggest block to prosperity is not the lack of opportunity, but the resistance we feel towards receiving what we truly want. This resistance can take many forms: fear, doubt, guilt, or even a deep-seated belief that you're not worthy of success. When you carry this energy of resistance, it creates a barrier between you and your desires. To break through this barrier, you must confront and release these limiting beliefs. Start by recognizing them. What are the fears or doubts that keep you stuck? What beliefs do you hold about money, success, or your own worth that are holding you back? Once you identify them, you can begin to release them, replacing them with beliefs that are in alignment with the abundance you want to create. The act of letting go of resistance allows the energy of prosperity to flow freely into your life. Trust is another essential component of energy alignment. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, even when you don't see immediate results. Trust that you are deserving of the abundance you seek. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your goals. When you trust, you align your energy with the flow of prosperity, and the universe responds accordingly. Energy alignment also involves being mindful of the people and environments you allow into your life. The energy of those around you can greatly influence your own energy. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who uplift you, and who believe in your potential. Seek out environments that support your goals and fill you with positive energy. Just as a plant grows best in the right conditions, your energy will thrive when it's surrounded by the right people and spaces. As you continue on your journey toward prosperity, remember that alignment is not a one-time act. It's an ongoing process that requires awareness, consistency, and trust. Every thought, every feeling, every action is an opportunity to align with the energy of abundance. The more you consciously choose to align your energy with the prosperity you desire, the more you will see that prosperity manifest in your life. But don't rush the process. Trust that the universe is bringing things into alignment at the perfect time. Focus on the small, consistent actions that keep you in alignment. And remember, prosperity isn't something you have to chase. It's something you allow into your life by aligning your energy with the flow of the universe. Chapter 4: The Sacred Rituals of Prosperity. Have you ever noticed how successful people seem to have a sense of calm about them, an inner peace that guides them through every challenge? It's not just luck or chance, it's the power of sacred rituals. These rituals are more than just daily habits. They're intentional practices that align your energy, mind, and spirit with your goals, creating a magnetic force for prosperity. At first, you might wonder, why rituals? Aren't they just routines? The answer is yes, but rituals go deeper. They are purposeful actions that carry meaning. Every time you engage in a ritual, you're telling the universe, I am serious about my prosperity. I am ready to receive what is rightfully mine. Rituals help you stay grounded and focused on your goals, even when the world around you is chaotic. Imagine you're planting a seed in the ground. You water it, nurture it, and give it time to grow. It doesn't happen overnight, but with every passing day, you're taking care of it. In the same way, rituals are the watering of your goals. They might seem small, lighting a candle before you meditate, writing down your intentions, or simply taking a deep breath to center yourself. But these acts of intention are like seeds planted in your mind and soul. Over time, they grow into real, tangible prosperity. The beauty of rituals is that they are simple. You don't need a long, complicated ceremony to begin. It's the little things, consistent actions that make the biggest difference. Every small action you take toward your prosperity sends a powerful signal to the universe, aligning you with your desires. Whether it's a morning meditation, a moment of gratitude before bed, or a small affirmation, rituals create a powerful, energetic force that attracts abundance. One of the most powerful rituals you can create is the ritual of stillness. In the quiet moments of your day, take a few minutes to center yourself. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let go of any stress or distractions. This simple act of pausing creates space for clarity and peace, allowing you to reconnect with your inner purpose. It's in these quiet moments that you can tune into your deepest desires and align yourself with your true path. Gratitude is another sacred ritual that opens the door to prosperity. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Gratitude is magnetic. It doesn't just make you feel good, it invites more of the good things into your life. The more you practice gratitude, the more abundance you attract. Every morning, take a moment to reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small, and give thanks for them. You'll be amazed at how quickly your energy shifts. Another powerful ritual is the act of writing down your intentions. When you put pen to paper, you solidify your desires in the physical world. Writing your goals down doesn't just give you something to look back on, it programs your subconscious mind, aligning it with your conscious desires. Every time you write down your intentions, you send a signal to the universe that you are committed to your path. You might also create a ritual around your finances. For example, every time you pay a bill, you can say, I am grateful for the abundance that flows into my life and the opportunities to receive even more. Every time you handle money, say these words with intention, and you'll begin to notice how your relationship with money shifts. Money is energy, and when you align your energy with the energy of abundance, it flows more freely into your life. The key to successful rituals is consistency. It's not about doing them once and expecting instant results. It's about making them a part of your daily life. The more you practice these sacred rituals, the more they become embedded in your subconscious mind. They become second nature, and your entire energy shifts toward prosperity. The beauty of rituals is that they don't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler they are, the more effective they tend to be. When you wake up in the morning, instead of rushing into the day, take a moment to pause and set your intention for the day. When you eat, savor each bite and express gratitude for the nourishment. When you walk, walk with purpose and presence, knowing that each step is a step toward your goals. By infusing your daily activities with intention, you are creating rituals that align you with prosperity. But rituals are not just about the actions themselves, they're about the energy behind them. When you perform a ritual, do so with intention and focus. Let your mind and heart be fully present in the moment. This energy is what makes rituals powerful. It's not just about the habit, it's about how deeply you believe in the practice. Powerful way to strengthen your rituals is through meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet the mind and listen to your inner guidance. It's in these moments of stillness that you can hear the voice of your higher self, the one that knows your true path. Meditation helps you stay connected to your inner peace and align your energy with your desires. By incorporating meditation into your daily rituals, you enhance your ability to manifest your goals. The ultimate purpose of these rituals is to align your energy with the flow of the universe. Prosperity is not something that must be forced or chased. It is something that flows naturally when you are in alignment with your true purpose. Rituals are the key to unlocking that flow. They help you stay grounded, focused, and open to receiving the abundance that is already on its way. Chapter 5. The divine timing of manifestation. In our fast-paced world, we often want things to happen now. We want our desires, dreams, and goals to manifest instantly. But the truth is, prosperity, true success, and abundance all unfold in their own time, what we call divine timing. Divine timing is the understanding that everything in life has its moment. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, so too do our dreams take time to manifest into reality. The challenge lies in trusting this process and having faith that the universe is always working in your favor. Even if things don't seem to be moving as quickly as you'd like, think about nature. Nothing in the natural world happens before its time. The seasons change at their own pace, and no amount of rushing can speed up the blooming of a flower. Just as it would be impossible to force the seasons to change, it's equally impossible to rush the process of manifestation. Divine timing teaches us patience, faith, and trust in the natural flow of life. When we talk about manifestation, many people focus solely on the doing parts, setting goals, taking action, and working hard. These are all important, but what many fail to realize is that there's another side to manifestation. Allowing is about stepping back and letting things unfold naturally, trusting that what you desire is already on its way. The universe doesn't need to be rushed. It moves with perfect timing. Your job is to align with that timing, trust in it, and know that everything is unfolding as it should. This is where surrender comes in. Surrender is not about giving up or losing hope. It's about releasing control and trusting that the universe knows the perfect time for your desires to manifest. You don't need to constantly check on your progress or try to force results. Just as you plant a seed and water it, knowing it will grow, you must trust that your intentions are being nurtured in the same way. Surrender allows the universe to take the reins, and it frees you from the anxiety and pressure of trying to control every outcome. Think about your dreams. Maybe they haven't materialized yet, and you feel frustrated or impatient. In those moments, remember that divine timing is at play. Perhaps there is something you still need to learn. Or maybe the universe is aligning the perfect circumstances for your success. The key is to trust that your time is coming. The journey toward your goals is just as important as the destination. And during that journey, you will gain valuable lessons, insights, and growth that will make your success even sweeter when it arrives. Manifestation is not a linear path. It's a journey with its own rhythm and pace. Sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But this is just part of the process. Every step, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, brings you closer to your desired outcome. You don't need to have everything figured out today. Trust that each action, each choice, and each moment is leading you toward your goal in perfect timing. One of the most important aspects of divine timing is the understanding that your desires are being prepared for you. Think of it like getting ready for a feast. The universe is laying out everything you need, the right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances, all at the perfect moment. But if you rush the process, you may miss the perfect timing that brings everything together. Your dream career, your ideal relationship, your financial abundance, they're all coming to you. But only when the timing is just right. This doesn't mean you should sit back and wait passively, doing nothing. It means you should take aligned action that feels right, that excites you, and that moves you toward your goals. Divine timing is not about sitting idle and hoping things will just happen. It's about being in flow with the universe. When you take inspired action, the universe responds with even greater opportunities and synchronicities that will guide you to your destination. There's a difference between forced action and aligned action. Forced action comes from a place of fear, anxiety, or desperation, and it often leads to frustration and burnout. Aligned action, on the other hand, is effortless. It feels natural, it's inspired, and it's guided by your intuition. When you are in alignment with your true self, the actions you take will feel right, and they will be met with the universe's support. This is the magic of divine timing. The universe works with you, not against you. Patience is key when it comes to divine timing. The more you practice patience, the more you'll begin to understand the rhythm of the universe. When you stop forcing things and let go of the need for instant results, you create the space for your dreams to unfold naturally. Trust that everything is happening as it should, in its own time, and know that your desires are already on there. Remember, the universe has perfect timing. Everything that is meant for you will come to you at the right moment. Your job is to stay aligned with your desires, trust the process, and allow things to unfold in their own time. Success is not a race, and neither is your journey. Enjoy the process, trust in divine timing, and know that everything you want is already on its way. Chapter 6. Solitude as a pathway to clarity in a world that constantly demands our attention, where we're always connected and always moving. We often forget the power of solitude. We're conditioned to believe that success requires constant interaction, constant hustle, and constant motion. But true clarity, personal growth, and prosperity come from the opposite, from taking time to be alone with ourselves. Solitude is not loneliness. It's not about isolating ourselves from the world. It's about creating a space to reconnect with our inner selves. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that we find our true purpose, our desires, and our deepest wisdom. It's in solitude that we begin to understand who we are, what we truly want, and what is aligned with our highest good. Think of solitude as a sacred space, Time to clear your mind and tune out the noise of everyday life. It's in these quiet moments that you can hear your own voice, the voice of your inner wisdom, guiding you toward your goals. When we're constantly surrounded by other voices, whether it's the people we interact with or the constant flow of information, it becomes difficult to hear what our soul is truly calling for. Solitude allows us to drown out the distractions and listen to our deepest thoughts. The beauty of solitude is that it creates space for clarity. When we're alone, we're able to reflect on our lives, our choices, and our path forward. We can ask ourselves the tough questions and sit in silence until we hear the answers. In solitude, we are free from the pressure of external opinions, expectations, and distractions. We can truly hear what our heart desires and what steps we need to take to manifest our goals. Solitude is not about running away from the world. It's about coming home to yourself. In a world full of noise, taking time for yourself to just be is one of the most powerful acts of self-care and personal growth. It's in this stillness that we come to know ourselves better. We start to distinguish between what is truly ours and what has been imposed on us by others. When you embrace solitude, you begin to tap into a deeper part of yourself, part that is wise, calm, and full of potential. This is where true clarity arises. In the quiet, you can see the bigger picture, understand your true desires, and align with your highest purpose. Solitude helps you shed the layers of confusion, distractions, and external pressures, allowing you to make decisions that are in alignment with your true self. It's in solitude that we can heal. Often, we fill our days with noise and activity to avoid facing uncomfortable emotions or thoughts. But when we take time alone, we allow ourselves to confront those feelings. Solitude offers the opportunity to process emotions, let go of the past, and make room for new possibilities. It's through this healing process that we open ourselves to new growth, new opportunities, and the clarity needed to move forward with confidence. In solitude, we become more mindful. We start to notice the little things, the small moments, that hold the most meaning. We become more in tune with our surroundings, more present in our lives. And when we are present, we are more capable of seeing opportunities, recognizing synchronicities, and making decisions that are in alignment with our prosperity. Taking time for solitude is also an act of self-discipline. It requires us to set boundaries, to say no to the noise, and to create space for our inner world. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle, to feel that we always need to be doing something. But solitude teaches us that sometimes the best thing we can do for our prosperity is to do nothing, to simply sit with ourselves and let the answers come. But solitude doesn't have to mean complete isolation. You can find moments of solitude in your daily life. It can be as simple as taking a walk alone, sitting quietly for a few minutes in the morning, or retreating to a quiet room for reflection. It's not about being alone for long periods. It's about creating pockets of stillness where you can hear your own thoughts and connect with your true self. The more we practice solitude, the more we begin to recognize its benefits. We start to notice how much more in tune we are with our own needs, desires, and aspirations. We stop being swayed by the opinions of others and begin to trust our own intuition. This connection to ourselves strengthens our ability to manifest our goals. When we know who we are and what we truly want, we can move forward with confidence, clarity, and purpose. In the silence of solitude, the universe speaks to us. It guides us, it nurtures us, and it prepares us for the abundance that is already on its way. Solitude gives us the opportunity to clear our minds, heal our hearts, and align ourselves with the flow of prosperity. It is in these quiet moments that we truly come to understand the power we hold within us. Chapter 7. The Power of Consistency and Small Steps. We live in a world that celebrates overnight success stories, the big wins, the sudden breakthroughs that seem to come out of nowhere. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that success should come fast, and that if you're not achieving big things quickly, you're falling behind. But the truth is, true prosperity is not about dramatic leaps. It's about the small, consistent actions that you take every day. The power of consistency lies in its simplicity. It's the daily habits, the small choices you make consistently, that build the foundation for your success. These small steps, when compounded over time, create massive results. But consistency isn't just about doing more. It's about staying focused and aligned with your goals, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Success doesn't happen all at once. It happens gradually, bit by bit. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. Every small step you take brings you closer to the summit. It's not the single big leap that gets you there, but the steady, consistent effort over time. Each step, no matter how small it may seem, is a step toward your goal. And eventually, those small steps will lead you to great heights. Consistency requires patience. It requires trust in the process and belief that every small action counts. In a world where instant gratification is so common, it's easy to get discouraged when things don't happen right away. But the reality is that all great achievements are the result of persistent, consistent effort. Whether you're working toward a personal goal, a career milestone, or financial abundance, the key is to keep going, even when the path seems long and uncertain. One of the biggest misconceptions about success is that you need to have everything figured out from the beginning, but that's not the case. The truth is, you don't need to have a clear roadmap for every step. What matters most is the commitment to keep moving forward, one small step at a time. The more consistent you are in your actions, the more your path will become clear. Over time, you'll gain momentum, and the next steps will reveal themselves. To you, small steps also allow you to build confidence. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable of moving closer to your goals. These small wins, while they may seem insignificant in the moment, add up. They build your trust in yourself, your abilities, and your vision. And as you continue to take consistent action, you'll begin to see the bigger picture coming into focus. The power of consistency also lies in its ability to create momentum. The more you do something, the easier it becomes to keep doing it. It's like riding a bike at first. It may seem hard to get going, but once you start pedaling, the momentum carries you forward. The same is true with your goals. Every time you take action, you create momentum, and that momentum propels you toward your success. Even when the road gets tough, consistency keeps you moving. But here's the secret. It's not just about the physical actions you take. It's also about consistency in your mindset. The way you think shapes the actions you take, and the actions you take shape the results you get. Consistency in your mindset means that you're consistently aligning your thoughts with your goals. It means staying positive, staying focused, and trusting the process. Even when challenges arise, one powerful way to maintain consistency is by setting small, achievable goals. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps that you can tackle every day. These small wins will keep you motivated and give you the sense of progress that fuels continued action. And as you check off each small goal, you'll build the confidence and momentum needed to tackle bigger challenges. Another key to consistency is discipline. Discipline is the ability to stick to your plan even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when motivation is low, when you're tired or distracted, but discipline helps you push through. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up every day, doing what you can, and staying focused on your long-term vision. Discipline helps you stay aligned with your goals, even when the external world tries to pull you off course. Remember, success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's about steady, consistent effort over time. The small steps you take every day might not seem like much in the moment, but they are building the life you want. Every time you choose to take action, you're building the foundation for your future. And when you look back after months or years, you'll see just how far those small steps have taken you. So what small steps can you take today? What consistent actions can you implement into your daily routine that will move you closer to your goals? The key is to start now, no matter how small. Each step is a step toward your future, and every small effort adds up to great results. Chapter 8. Inner Strength. Overcoming challenges with grace. Life is full of challenges, some small, some monumental, but what sets those who achieve prosperity apart is how they face these challenges. The difference lies not in avoiding obstacles, but in the way we meet them. True inner strength is not about brute force or rigid determination. It is about having the grace to navigate the storms of life with calmness, resilience, and poise. When you face a challenge, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or even defeated. But remember, challenges are not obstacles to your success. They are opportunities for growth. They are the universe's way of helping you become stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your purpose. Embracing challenges with grace is about changing your perspective, seeing obstacles not as threats, but as stepping stones on the path to your prosperity. At the heart of inner strength is self-belief. No matter how tough the journey becomes, when you believe in yourself, you will find the resilience to push forward. Self-belief is not about having all the answers or being perfect. It's about trusting that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's the quiet confidence that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. The key is not to fear the fall, but to know that you have the strength to get back up. Grace, on the other hand, is how you rise. Grace is not about perfection, about how you handle yourself in the face of adversity. It's about staying calm when the world feels chaotic and maintaining a sense of peace even when things go wrong. It's about choosing how to respond to difficulties with kindness toward yourself and others, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Think about the bamboo tree. It grows tall and strong, but when the storm comes, it bends without breaking. It doesn't resist the storm, but flows with it, trusting that it will stand tall again when the storm passes. In the same way, you must cultivate your inner strength to bend with the challenges that life throws at you. The more you learn to bend with grace, the more unshakable you become. It's easy to be overwhelmed when you face adversity. But when you meet challenges with grace, you allow yourself the space to think clearly, respond thoughtfully, and act with purpose. You learn not to react in fear or frustration, but to respond with patience and calm. Grace is the art of remaining composed in the face of uncertainty, of holding onto your peace even when the world seems to be in chaos. One of the best ways to build inner strength and grace is through taking time to understand yourself, your values, and your reactions helps you grow stronger in the face of adversity. When you know who you are, when you are deeply connected with your own sense of worth, you become less likely to be knocked off course by external challenges. You begin to see challenges as a mirror, reflecting your own capacity to grow and transform. Another important practice is mindfulness. When you stay present and focused on the moment, you stop allowing the weight of past regrets or future anxieties to dictate your actions. Mindfulness allows you to accept challenges without judgment, to observe them without letting them take control of your emotions. By staying present, you can face each challenge with grace, responding to it from a place of strength rather than fear. Building inner strength and grace also involves nurturing a sense of resilience. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, about developing the mental and emotional flexibility to bounce back when things don't go as planned. It's about understanding that setbacks are not failures, but valuable lessons. Each time you face a challenge and rise above it, you become more resilient, more capable of handling whatever comes next. Resilience grows from a deep connection to your purpose. When you know why you're doing what you're doing, challenges become easier to face. Your purpose gives you the motivation to keep going when things get tough, reminding you that every step, no matter how difficult, brings you closer to your true self and your desires. It's your connection to your purpose that gives you the strength to move through challenges with grace. Remember that you are capable of handling much more than you realize. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, a chance to develop the inner strength and grace that will guide you through even the most difficult times. The key is to embrace each challenge with an open heart, knowing that it is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. In moments of difficulty, take a deep breath and center yourself. Choose to act with grace, trust in your ability to overcome, and remain connected to your purpose. When you meet challenges with inner strength, you align with the flow of the universe, and you'll find that prosperity is not something you have to chase, it is something that naturally unfolds in your life. Chapter 9. Living with Purpose. Aligning action with higher vision in the pursuit of prosperity. It's easy to get distracted by the daily grind, the to-do lists, the deadlines, the pressure to achieve. But true success, the kind that leads to lasting fulfillment, comes when you align your actions with your higher vision. It's about living with purpose, not just for the sake of achieving goals, but for the deeper satisfaction that comes from knowing you're on the right path. Living with purpose is like having a compass that guides you through life's uncertainties. Without it, you can easily find yourself lost or going in circles, chasing success without ever truly feeling fulfilled. But when you live with purpose, every action, every decision, and every step you take is aligned with a bigger vision. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey and the intention behind each move you make. To live with purpose, you first need to clarify what that purpose is. This isn't something you can rush. Your purpose is unique to you, and it evolves over time as you grow and learn. It's the deep knowing that you are doing what you were meant to do, that your actions are contributing to a greater good. Finding your purpose is not always easy. It requires introspection, self-awareness, and often some trial and error. But once you find it, your entire life takes on new meaning. Ask yourself, what is the one thing that brings me joy and fulfillment? What impact do I want to have on the world? What values are most important to me? These questions are your starting point. Your purpose is rooted in your passions, your skills, and your desire to contribute to something greater than yourself. It's not about following someone else's path or pursuing external markers of success. It's about listening to your own heart and aligning your actions with what truly matters to you. Once you have a clear sense of purpose, the next step is aligning your daily actions with that purpose. Every choice you make, from how you spend your time to the relationships you nurture, should be in service of your higher vision. This doesn't mean you need to have everything figured out right. It means that each step you take should move you closer to the person you're meant to become and the life you're meant to create. Alignment is key. When you align your actions with your purpose, you no longer feel like you're just going through the motions. You feel a deep sense of fulfillment in everything you do, no matter how big or small, whether it's a task at work, a conversation with a friend, or a quiet moment of self-care. Everything you do becomes an opportunity to live with intention and purpose. One of the most powerful aspects of aligning with your purpose is the clarity it brings. When you know what you stand for and what you're working toward, the distractions and temptations of life fade into the background. You begin to make decisions more easily because you know what serves your greater vision and what doesn't. It becomes easier to say no to things that don't align with your values and to say yes to opportunities that move you closer to your goals. Living with purpose also requires resilience. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments when it feels like things aren't progressing as fast as you'd like. But when you are connected to your purpose, you find the strength to keep going. Your purpose acts as a source of motivation. When things get tough, it reminds you why you started in the first place and helps you push through the obstacles that come your way. When your actions are aligned with your purpose, you attract the right people, opportunities, and experiences into your life. The universe responds to your clear intention. You begin to see synchronicities, coincidences, and unexpected doors opening because you're in alignment with the flow of your higher vision. Prosperity, both in material and spiritual terms, flows to those who are living with intention. Living with purpose is not just about achieving success, it's about creating a life that reflects who you truly are. It's about becoming the person you're meant to be and making a positive impact on the world in your unique way. Your purpose is the foundation for a fulfilling life, and when you align your actions with it, everything else falls into place. So, take a moment today to reflect on your purpose. What is it that drives you? What is the bigger vision you want to create in your life? Once you have that clarity, let every action you take, no matter how small, be in service of that vision. Your purpose will guide you, support you, and lead you to the prosperity you seek. Living with purpose isn't about perfection, it's about being authentic. It's about living with integrity, passion, and intention. When you align your actions with your higher vision, you create a life that is both meaningful and prosperous. And it's this alignment that will carry you through every challenge and bring you closer to the abundant life you deserve. Chapter 10. Embracing Gratitude. The gateway to abundance. Gratitude is more than just a feeling of thankfulness. It is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. When you embrace gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, creating a space where prosperity can flow freely into your life. But what does it really mean to live with gratitude, and how can it help you manifest the life you desire? Gratitude is a mindset, a way of looking at the world through a lens of appreciation. It's easy to take things for granted: our health, our relationships, our opportunities, because we're often so focused on what we don't have or what we're trying to achieve next. But when you pause and truly take in the blessings around you, you shift your energy in a profound way. Gratitude isn't just about acknowledging the big things, it's about appreciating the small moments, the everyday blessings that are often overlooked. Think about this. When you're grateful, you're already acknowledging that abundance exists in your life. Even if you don't yet have everything you desire, practicing gratitude brings you into alignment with the energy of having. Gratitude helps you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's already here. And in doing so, you begin to attract more of that same energy. It's like planting seeds. Each time you express gratitude, whether it's for a kind gesture, a quiet moment, or a small victory, you're planting a seed in the universe. Over time, those seeds grow into more abundance, more blessings, and more opportunities. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll see how much abundance already surrounds you. The beauty of gratitude is that it doesn't require anything outside of you. You don't need to wait for external circumstances to change before you begin practicing gratitude. It's about shifting your focus inward and acknowledging the good that already exists in your life. No matter what your current situation is, there is always something to be grateful for. When you take the time to reflect on those blessings, you begin to feel a sense of richness. Even in the simplest of moments, gratitude also has a way of transforming your energy. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you start to vibrate at a higher frequency. This shift in energy attracts more of the same. The more you give thanks for the little things, the more you open yourself up to receiving even greater blessings. It's a powerful, magnetic force. There's an ancient saying, "What you appreciate, appreciates." This means that the more you focus on the positive, the more you draw that positivity into your life. When you express gratitude, you acknowledge the flow of abundance that is already present. And this acknowledgement strengthens that flow. It's like a circle. The more you give thanks, the more you receive, and the more you receive, the more you have to be thankful for. But how do we cultivate a true sense of gratitude, especially on the days when life feels difficult or overwhelming? Start small. Take a moment in the morning to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as a good night's sleep, a warm cup of coffee, or the love of a friend or family member. It doesn't have to be grand. It's about training your mind to focus on what's good in your life. As you go through your day, continue to look for moments of gratitude. When you're stuck in traffic, instead of feeling frustrated, take a deep breath and be grateful for the time to pause and reflect. When you're faced with challenges, try to see them as opportunities for growth and thank the universe for the lessons they bring. Gratitude is not just about celebrating the good, it's about finding the silver lining in every situation. One of the most powerful ways to embrace gratitude is through a gratitude journal. Take a few minutes each day to write down what you're thankful for. Writing it down makes the gratitude tangible and helps you connect more deeply with your blessings. As you fill your journal with gratitude, you'll begin to notice how the energy shifts in your life. Opportunities begin to flow more easily, and your mindset transforms from one of lack to one of abundance. Another practice is to express your gratitude to others. Thank the people in your life for their support, kindness, and love. Whether it's a simple thank you note, a hug, or a kind word. Expressing your gratitude strengthens your relationships and deepens the connection between you and others. Gratitude creates a ripple effect when you express appreciation. You not only invite more into your life, but you also inspire others to do the same. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance, because it opens you up to receiving all the good things that the universe has in store for you. When you're grateful, you acknowledge that abundance is already present, and you align yourself with the flow of prosperity. It's a natural, effortless way to attract more of what you desire into your life. Remember, prosperity isn't just about material wealth. True prosperity encompasses health, love, peace, and joy, and gratitude is the key that unlocks all of these. When you live with gratitude, you invite abundance in every form into your life. It becomes a magnetic force, pulling all that you desire towards you with ease. So, start today. Embrace the power of gratitude and watch as your life begins to transform. The more you appreciate, the more you'll receive. And the more you receive, the more you'll have to be thankful for. Gratitude is the foundation of true prosperity, and it's available to you in every moment. Chapter 11. The Power of Forgiveness in Manifestation. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools we have for personal growth and manifestation. Yet, it's often one of the most difficult practices to embrace, especially when we've been hurt or wronged. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting the pain or excusing the wrong. It means releasing the hold that anger, resentment, and bitterness have over our lives. It means freeing ourselves from the past so that we can step into the future with open hearts and clear minds. When it comes to manifestation, forgiveness is essential. It may seem like an unrelated practice, but the truth is that holding on to past hurts and grudges blocks the flow of prosperity in our lives. Negative emotions, like anger, resentment, and unforgiveness, create energetic blockages that prevent us from attracting the abundance we desire. Just as a clogged pipe prevents water from flowing freely, unresolved pain keeps the flow of positive energy and manifestation from reaching us. Forgiveness is an act of releasing the past. It doesn't mean condoning or justifying what was done to you. It means letting go of the energy that binds you to the pain. Every time you choose to forgive, you free yourself from the shackles of the past and open yourself up to a future of peace, abundance, and opportunity. Think about this for a moment. When you hold on to unforgiveness, you're allowing the person who hurt you to have power over your life. You're carrying their energy with you long after the event has passed. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a choice to take back that power. When you forgive, you stop allowing the past to dictate your present. You stop allowing negative emotions to cloud your ability to see the opportunities around you. Forgiveness doesn't always happen overnight. It's a process that takes time, patience, and self-compassion. Sometimes we need to forgive ourselves first before we can forgive others. Self-forgiveness is about letting go of guilt, shame, and the belief that we are unworthy of love or success. The moment you release the negative self-talk and judgment, you begin to heal. Forgiveness also brings peace. When we hold on to negative emotions, we create inner turmoil that drains our energy. It's hard to manifest anything when we're constantly in a state of emotional unrest. But when we forgive, we free ourselves from the internal struggle, allowing us to be in a state of emotional alignment with our desires. This inner peace creates the perfect environment for manifestation to take place. One of the most profound ways to practice forgiveness is through visualization. Imagine the person who has wronged you standing in front of you. Visualize the hurt and pain they've caused being released from your body and mind, as if it were a weight lifting off your shoulders. In this visualization, you don't have to condone or accept what they did you. Simply choose to release the emotional burden. As you do this, feel the freedom that comes with it. Feel the weight of resentment lifting and the lightness of forgiveness filling you up. Another practice is to write a forgiveness letter. you don't need to send it to the person who hurt you. The letter is for you. In it, express all the pain, anger, and hurt you've been carrying, and then write a statement of forgiveness. Write about how you are choosing to let go of the past, so that you can move forward with a clear heart and open mind. This act of writing helps to release the emotional charge that has been holding you back. Forgiveness also opens you up to receiving. When you forgive, you let go of the barriers that prevent abundance from flowing into your life. You stop clinging to negative energy and start attracting the positive energy that prosperity brings. Forgiveness is an invitation for more good things to enter your life, whether it's new relationships, opportunities, or financial abundance. By forgiving, you align yourself with the energy of love. Love is the highest vibration in the universe, and when you choose to forgive, you are choosing to operate at this higher frequency. Love and forgiveness are magnets for abundance. When you forgive, you open your heart, and in turn, the universe opens doors for you. You become a channel for prosperity, not only in material wealth, but in every aspect of life: love, peace, joy, and opportunities. It's important to remember that forgiveness is not about condoning bad behavior or putting yourself in situations where you are repeatedly hurt. It's about releasing the grip that the past has on your present and future. It's about freeing yourself to move forward, unhindered by resentment or anger. To forgive is to empower yourself. It's to take control of your life, your emotions, and your future, and it's through this empowerment that you open the door to manifestation. When you let go of the past, you create the space for abundance to flow into your life. Chapter 12. Visioning and Visualization. Crafting your future with clarity. Have you ever stopped to truly imagine the life you want? I mean, really envision it in full detail, not just a vague idea, but a clear, vibrant picture of your dreams coming to life. This process, called visualization, is one of the most powerful tools for manifestation. It's the art of seeing the future you desire with clarity and purpose. And it's the first step in making that future a reality. Visualization is not just daydreaming. It's not about imagining things in an abstract way. It's about creating a vivid, sensory experience in your mind that feels as real as if it were happening right now. When you visualize, you are sending out a signal to the universe about what you want to manifest. You are telling the world, this is what I desire. This is the life I'm creating. The power of visualization lies in its ability to focus your mind and align your energy with your desires. Think of your mind as a magnet. When you focus your thoughts on what you want, you draw it to you. But this process isn't just about thinking, it's about feeling. It's about creating a full body experience of your vision. The more real it feels in your mind, the more likely it is to manifest in the physical world. Start by creating a mental picture of your ideal life. What does it look like? Where are you living? What are you doing? Who are you with? Visualize every detail: the sights, the sounds, the feelings. The more specific you can get, the better. Don't just picture the end result. See yourself walking through the steps to get there. How do you feel as you take each step? What emotions do you experience as you move closer to your dreams? One of the most powerful techniques for visualization is to engage all your senses. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in your vision. Imagine the smell of the place you want to live, the sound of your ideal career, the taste of success. The more you engage your senses, the more real your vision becomes. And when your vision feels real, your brain begins to treat it as if it's already happening. which sends powerful energy out into the universe to manifest it. But visualization is not a one-time exercise. It's a daily practice. The more you visualize, the more you align yourself with your desires. Make it a part of your daily routine, whether it's in the morning when you wake up or before bed as you wind down. The more consistently you visualize, the clearer your path to prosperity becomes. It becomes a habit, a part of your mindset, a tool you can use whenever you feel disconnected or unsure of your direction. Another helpful practice is to create a vision board. A vision board is a visual representation of your goals. It's a collage of images, words, and symbols that represent the life you want to create. When you see these images every day, they reinforce your vision and help you stay aligned with your goals. You don't need to overthink it. Just gather images and words that inspire you, that make you feel the way you want to feel. Place them where you can see them often. This constant visual reminder keeps you focused on your goals and allows the energy of those goals to stay in the forefront of your mind. As you continue to visualize, you'll begin to notice how your mindset shifts. You'll start to believe more deeply that your dreams are possible. The more you focus on your vision, the more confident you become in your ability to make it a reality. Visualization not only clarifies your desires, but it also strengthens your belief in them. It's about building trust in yourself and your ability to manifest what you desire. One of the most powerful aspects of visualization is the feeling. It evokes feeling as energy. When you visualize, make sure to connect deeply with the emotions of your vision. How does it feel to live your dream life? Is it joy, freedom, peace, excitement? When you connect with these emotions, you send out a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive what you desire. This emotional connection is the key to unlocking the flow of manifestation. Visualization also works hand in hand with inspired action. While visualization helps to align your energy with your goals, action is what brings your vision to life. But it's important to remember that action should feel aligned with your vision. The more you visualize, the clearer your next steps will become. You won't be taking random action. You'll be taking steps that are in direct alignment with your vision. Visualization isn't just about manifesting material things, it's about manifesting the life you want to live. Whether it's financial abundance, a fulfilling career, or a loving relationship, visualization helps you to see and feel the future you want, making it easier for you to align your actions with that future. As you continue to practice this technique, you'll find that things start to fall into place with ease. Opportunities will show up, synchronicities will appear, and you'll be in the right place at the right time. Remember, the future you want is already within you. It's simply waiting for you to recognize it, feel it, and align your actions with it. Visualization is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The more vivid and real you make your vision, the quicker it will come to life. Chapter 13. Sacred Trust. Surrendering to the process in the pursuit of prosperity. We often find ourselves caught between two forces, the desire to control everything and the need to let go. Our minds tell us to plan, to strive, and to make every move with precision, but deep within, we also feel the quiet urge to surrender, to trust the process, to release our grip, and to let life unfold as it will. But how can we reconcile these two seemingly opposing forces, and why is trust so important in the journey toward manifestation? The key to this balance lies in the concept of sacred trust. Sacred trust is the ability to surrender to the flow of life while still remaining engaged in the process. It's about trusting that the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in, has a plan for you and that things are unfolding exactly as they should. It's not passive resignation, but a deep knowing that everything is in its perfect place even when we can't yet see the full picture. Trusting the process doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means you stop forcing outcomes, trying to control every detail, or obsessing over the end result. It means you trust that your efforts, when aligned with your purpose, will lead you to where you need to be. You allow the universe to guide you, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is part of a greater plan. The challenge with trust is that it requires patience. We want things now. We want to see immediate results, to know that our efforts are paying off. But the universe doesn't always work on our timeline. Manifestation takes time. It's a process of aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desires. It's about planting seeds and nurturing them, knowing that over time, those seeds will grow into the abundant life you desire. One of the most difficult aspects of trusting the process is letting go of control. We live in a world that celebrates achievement, striving, and productivity. We're taught that success comes from effort and control, and that if we want something, we must work harder, push further, and fight for it. But in reality, effortless success often comes when we stop forcing things and allow life to flow naturally. When we force outcomes, we create resistance. We create a wall between where we are and where we want to be. But when we trust the process, we let go of that resistance. We release the need to control every aspect of our journey and allow ourselves to be open to whatever comes next. This doesn't mean we stop working toward our goals. It means we stop obsessing over how or when things will happen. We release the outcome and trust that everything will unfold as it is meant to. Trusting the process also requires faith in yourself. Sometimes, the hardest part of surrendering is trusting your own ability to navigate the journey. We may have doubts about our worthiness or our capacity to handle challenges. But the truth is, you are already equipped with everything you need to succeed. Trusting the process means trusting that you have the strength, wisdom, and resilience to overcome whatever obstacles come your way. You don't need to have all the answers right now. What matters is your commitment to moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate trust is through mindfulness and presence. Instead of constantly thinking about the future or dwelling on the past, practice being fully present in the moment. When you focus on the present, you stop worrying about outcomes and start enjoying the journey. It's in these present moments that you can hear the guidance of your intuition, the quiet whispers that show you the way. When you trust that each moment holds value and meaning, you begin to see that life is always guiding you toward your highest good. Another way to surrender to the process is by releasing attachment to the outcome. When we're too focused on a specific result, we limit ourselves. We become fixated on one particular vision of success, and when that doesn't happen, we feel disappointed or frustrated. But the truth is that the universe has infinite possibilities. For us, the way your desires unfold may look different than you imagined, but it could be even more beautiful than you ever expected. By surrendering to the process and letting go of rigid expectations, you create space for even greater blessings to enter your life. Faith and trust are like muscles. The more you practice them, the stronger they become. Start small. To the small things in life, trust that the universe will bring you what you need, even if it doesn't show up in the way you expected. Allow yourself to let go of worry, stress, and doubt, and watch how your energy shifts. When you trust the process, you allow prosperity to flow into your life with ease. The practice of surrender is an act of letting go of fear. Fear is the opposite of trust. Fear tells you that you are not enough, that things will not work out, that you must fight to control every aspect of your life. But when you surrender to the process, you let go of fear. You step into faith. You trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see the full picture. Remember, sacred trust is not about giving up. It's about giving yourself the freedom to flow with life instead of fighting it. It's about knowing that you are supported and guided every step of the way, even when the road is unclear. The more you practice surrender, the more you will see how the universe aligns with your desires, opening doors and providing opportunities in the most unexpected ways. Trust the process. Trust yourself, and trust that everything is happening in divine timing. Chapter 14. The Abundance of Being, Releasing Attachments to Outcomes in the Journey Toward Prosperity. There is one essential practice that can change everything: releasing attachment to outcomes. We live in a world that teaches us to focus on results, to work hard, push forward, and constantly measure success by what we achieve. While there's nothing wrong with striving for goals, there is immense power in letting go of the need to control the outcome of every situation. When we're overly attached to specific outcomes, we limit ourselves. We create an internal struggle, where we believe that our happiness and sense of fulfillment depend on achieving a particular result. This attachment creates a sense of lack. We begin to feel that we aren't enough until we reach our goal, or that we're missing something vital if things don't go exactly as planned. But the truth is, prosperity is not just about the destination, it's about the journey. Imagine standing at the edge of a river. You can see where you want to go, but instead of gently floating downstream, you're holding onto a rope that's tied to a tree. The rope is keeping you in place. The harder you pull, the more you struggle, and the further you are from the flow of the river. But if you release that rope, you'll find that the river carries you to your destination, effortlessly and naturally. In the same way, when you release your attachment to a specific outcome, you allow life to flow with you, rather than against. You open yourself up to the abundance of all the possibilities that life has to offer. Releasing attachment to outcomes is a form of trust. It's the trust that your desires are being taken care of, even if they don't manifest in the exact way you imagined. It's the trust that the universe is constantly working on your behalf, aligning the right opportunities, people, and circumstances to bring you closer to your goals, even when you don't see the full picture yet. Attachment to outcomes often stems from fear. Fear tells us that we must control every step, or we might not get what we want. Fear of failure, fear of not being enough, and fear of the unknown all contribute to our need to hold on tight to specific results. But fear keeps us stuck. It keeps us in a state of resistance, unable to fully embrace the flow of life. When we release these fears and let go of attachment, we free ourselves to experience the journey without constant pressure or anxiety. We allow ourselves to live in the present moment, to trust in the process, and to be open to whatever unfolds. The more we release our attachment to specific outcomes, the more we find that life has a way of delivering even better results than we expected. The practice of releasing attachment begins with awareness. Ask yourself, what am I clinging to? What do I believe I must have in order to be happy, fulfilled, or successful? These are the things that are tying you to a particular outcome. By acknowledging them, you begin to see where you're placing limits on your life. When you realize that you don't need to control every result, you open yourself up to infinite possibilities. Instead of narrowing your focus to one fixed outcome, you allow the universe to show you all the different ways your desires can be fulfilled. Releasing attachment doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means detaching from the need for things to happen exactly as you envisioned them. It's about being open to the idea that the universe might have something even better in store for you. Often, the outcomes we attach ourselves to are based on a limited perspective, but the universe operates from an expansive view that we can't always see. By releasing attachment, you give yourself the freedom to receive in ways you may never have imagined. One way to practice releasing attachment is through gratitude. When you're focused on being grateful for what you already have, you stop obsessing over what's missing. Gratitude shifts your energy from lack to abundance. It helps you embrace the present moment and recognize that even before your desired outcome arrives, you already have everything you need to feel fulfilled. Gratitude helps you stay aligned with the flow of prosperity, rather than forcing it to take a specific form. Another way to let go of attachment is by setting intentions, not expectations. Intentions are focused desires, but they aren't rigid. They leave room for flexibility and growth. When you set intentions, you send out clear signals to the universe about what you want. But unlike expectations, intentions don't demand a specific outcome. They simply state your desires and trust that they will unfold in the best way possible. This allows you to remain open to new opportunities, even if they don't look exactly like what you imagined. It's also important to remember that patience plays a crucial role in releasing attachment. We live in an instant gratification culture where we're used to getting what we want right away. But manifestation is a process. It takes time, patience, and trust that things are unfolding in divine timing. By practicing patience, we release the pressure to control the timeline and open ourselves to the natural flow of events. Finally, releasing attachment involves letting go of perfection. Life is messy. The path to prosperity is not linear, and it's rarely without its ups and downs. But when you release the need for perfection, you allow yourself to enjoy the ride. You stop seeing obstacles as failures and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Every setback is a lesson, and every twist in the road brings you closer to where you're meant to be. When you let go of attachment, you create space for the universe to work its magic. You stop holding onto a fixed idea of how things should be and open yourself to the infinite possibilities of how things could be. In this freedom, prosperity flows naturally, and you find yourself living a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 15. Living in Harmony. Integrating prosperity into daily life. Prosperity isn't a destination, it's a way of living. So often, we focus on reaching a goal, whether it's financial abundance, career success, or personal growth, thinking that once we get there, we'll be happy, fulfilled, and at peace. But true prosperity is not something that exists only in the future. It's something that we must embody in the present. It's a state of being that can be cultivated and integrated into every aspect of our lives. To live in harmony with prosperity, we must align our daily habits, thoughts, and actions with the energy of abundance. This doesn't mean we need to make drastic changes or pursue perfection. It means finding balance, joy, and contentment in the simple things, the small, everyday moments that shape the way we experience the world. Living in harmony starts with awareness. It's about being present and mindful in everything we do. From the moment we wake up, we can set the tone for the day by intentionally choosing thoughts, actions, and attitudes that align with the life we want to create. Instead of rushing through our routines, we take time to appreciate the blessings around us: our health, our home, the people we love, and the opportunities available to us. Prosperity is not just about what we acquire, it's about the energy we bring to our lives. When we live with gratitude, mindfulness, and a deep appreciation for the present moment, we automatically invite more abundance into our lives. This isn't about constantly striving or achieving. It's about allowing the flow of prosperity to naturally unfold by living in harmony with the universe. Start by reflecting on how you spend your time each day. Are your actions in alignment with your higher purpose? Do your daily habits support your goals and values? Sometimes we get caught up in the busyness of life, checking off to-do lists and rushing from one task to the next without thinking about why we're doing it, or how it fits into our larger vision. Living in harmony with prosperity means being intentional with our time. It means asking ourselves, does this activity bring me closer to my goals? Does it nourish me physically, emotionally, and spiritually? When we align our actions with our values, we naturally begin to attract the experiences, opportunities, and relationships that are in harmony with our desires. One way to integrate prosperity into daily life is through daily rituals. These rituals are not just for special occasions, they are a way to stay grounded and connected to the flow of abundance every day. Whether it's a morning meditation, a moment of gratitude before meals, or a simple pause to breathe and check in with yourself, these rituals help you stay aligned with your vision of prosperity. Living with harmony also involves balance. Prosperity doesn't just mean financial success. It's about cultivating well-being in all areas of life: relationships, health, personal growth, and spirituality. It's about being in harmony with yourself and the world around you. When you are balanced in your physical, emotional, and spiritual life, prosperity flows effortlessly. You stop feeling like you have to hustle or force things to happen, because you are already living in alignment with the abundance you seek. Another important part of living in harmony with prosperity is letting go of the need to control every outcome. Too often, we fixate on how things should look, when they should happen, or how we'll get there. This creates stress and resistance. But when we let go of control, we create space for miracles, synchronicities, and unexpected blessings to enter our lives. We trust that the universe has a plan, and that as long as we continue to align our actions with our vision, the right things will happen at the right time. Living in harmony also means accepting where you are right now, without judgment. Prosperity isn't about perfection, it's about progress and alignment. It's about learning to be content with what you have, while still striving for more. When you accept your present moment, you stop fighting against what is, and instead, you work with it. You use what you have right now as the foundation for the next step. Lastly, living in harmony involves trust in yourself, trust in your journey, and trust in the universe. Trust that you are being guided toward your highest good, even if the path isn't always clear. When you trust, you allow the natural flow of abundance to come to you without resistance. Trust helps you remain calm and centered, even during times of uncertainty. It keeps you in alignment with your vision and allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. So, how can you integrate prosperity into your daily life? Start by becoming aware of how you're spending your time, energy, and thoughts? Are your actions aligned with your vision of prosperity? Are you living in harmony with your desires? Every moment is an opportunity to choose how you want to live. When you make conscious, intentional choices that support your growth and well-being, you naturally begin to live in harmony with the flow of prosperity. Remember, prosperity is not a distant goal, it's something that is available to you right now. It's about living in alignment with the abundance that is already surrounding you. When you live with intention, mindfulness, and a deep appreciation for each moment, you begin to see how much prosperity is already present in your life, and as you continue to cultivate this harmonious way of living, more and more abundance will flow into your life effortlessly. Final reflection, closing thoughts on the journey of focused prosperity as we come to the end of this journey together. Remember that prosperity is not a destination, it's a way of being. Each step you've taken on this path has been an invitation to live in alignment with the natural flow of abundance. Whether you've practiced discipline, embraced silence, aligned your energy with the universe, or learned to release attachment to outcomes, each of these principles is a key to unlocking a life that is rich not only in material wealth, but in joy, peace, and fulfillment. The true power of prosperity lies in living with purpose and intention, trusting the process and aligning every thought, action, and feeling with the highest vision of yourself. Prosperity isn't something you chase, it's something you cultivate within yourself. It's about living in harmony with your values, your desires, and the natural rhythm of life. As you continue on your journey, remember that every small step you take is significant. Prosperity grows over time, in the quiet, consistent moments, in the discipline of daily actions, in the silence of self-reflection, and in the trust that all is unfolding as it should. It's in the way you show up for yourself and for your goals, day in and day out, that you begin to witness the magic of manifestation. Be patient with yourself. The road to prosperity is not always a straight line, and there will be times when you feel uncertain or lost. But trust that the universe is always guiding you, and that every challenge, every setback, is a part of the process. Use each obstacle as an opportunity for growth, knowing that you are being shaped into the person you are meant to become. In your moments of doubt, return to the practices and principles you've learned. Connect with your vision, find peace. In solitude, embrace gratitude, and trust in the divine timing of your journey. Keep your heart open to the abundance that is always flowing toward you, even when you cannot see it. And know that the more you live in harmony with the universe, the more prosperity will naturally flow into your life. The path to prosperity is not about perfection. It's about progress, alignment, and surrender. It's about recognizing that you are already enough, that everything you desire is already on its way, and that you are worthy of the abundance that is meant for you. As you step forward into the future, carry these lessons with you, knowing that you are empowered to create the life you've always dreamed of, one step at a time.